she with me, I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe, you know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it a hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
they
in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the Rams. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is win, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. To throw right away. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing first play is Herbert. He's got a man wide open, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And in for the Lions touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the They'll start on the ground with Swift. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Right back to Swift again on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40. And the Lions will take over. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right in that.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Prescott. That ball caught by Slayton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 14. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 14, Eagles nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught. And he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Swift again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
And his kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. A big play there for Detroit. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, 8-yard line.
Herbert now. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Swift going to try up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. A dump off for Mason. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. This will be caught at the 2. Touchdown, Eagles. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
That one good for 37 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw is Prescott. Got a man, Slayton. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Prescott on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. Then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Herbert on first down now. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. That's caught left side, Arcega right side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this one's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, when you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want
and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? And
he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, Dallas. He's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
That confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next, the score, Lions 42, Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, Prescott. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At their 48-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. He's got Mason complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Prescott yet again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. There's Prescott. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Throwing. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Pass complete to DeAndre Swift. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
One last shot now for Prescott. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.
Yeah, all right, my flow sinister. This ain't rap.